Hi guys, I'm Jessica with Play USA, and let's talk about the Oscar race for Best Supporting Actor. You might have noticed one guy has kind of won everything, and the other guys have kind of won nothing. But it's worth just breaking down each of the 5 nominees for Best Supporting Actor and seeing spots where a long shot could come through, in addition to looking at where to find the best value on the favorite. All right, so we know that DraftKings is only offering Best Picture, so we don't need to check there. But over at FanDuel, for supporting actor, Mahershala Ali for Green Book is going at minus 750. He is a heavy favorite for a very good reason. He has won everything. SAG, Golden Globes, National Board. Oh no, he did not win National Board of Review. He might as well have. There's not an acting award he's missed. What's interesting is, if the name sounds familiar, Mahershala Ali actually won an Oscar just 2 years ago. He won Supporting Actor for Moonlight, and this is a much different role than the drug dealer that he played in Moonlight, so I think that Oscar voters are going to be willing to reward him again. Plus, there's actually a bit of history to go along with the idea of giving someone 2 Supporting Actor trophies in a very short period of time. More recently, you might have seen that Christoph Waltz won for both Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained. But going back a while, you can also see that Jason Robards won 2 Supporting Actor Oscars in the period of 3 years. And if you go way back to the beginning, there's an actor named Walter Brennan who actually won 3 of the first 5 or 6 Best Supporting Actor Oscars. In other words, there's precedent. So it may sound a little weird that this guy's going to win yet another Oscar right away, but it's something that has happened a lot in the past. The people that are the main competition for Mahershala Ali, people think, is Richard E. Grant for the movie Can You Ever Forgive Me? That's the one with Melissa McCarthy in it. She plays the author who falsifies letters from famous authors. Richard E. Grant is a British actor you might not know. He's a character actor, which is exactly who this category is supposed to reward. But here's the key as to why Richard E. Grant's probably not winning. The British version of the Oscars happened last weekend, and if Richard E. Grant, the Brit, can't win amongst the British, the chances he can win in the American Oscars are pretty much out the window. You also have Adam Driver, which is another interesting long shot. He's the only acting nomination from BlacKkKlansman, but it's not exactly that impressive of a role for Adam Driver, and so I think the mentality on him is that he's gonna have more films that he's gonna be in that are worth giving an Oscar to performance-wise, so why worry about this one? And then we've got Sam Rockwell, who played George W. Bush in Vice. Sam Rockwell might ring a bell because he won last year's Best Supporting Actor Oscar for 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. He won that Oscar for playing an affable, kind of racist guy that playing George W. Bush isn't exactly a big stretch from what he played before, that I think this is one of those honored to be nominated situations. The fact that Vice got several nominations but then kind of ran out of steam really fast once people actually saw the movie is going to work against him as well. Now, if there is a long shot that is worth betting on, my money is on Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born. He's going at plus 1,400 on FanDuel. Let's see what he's got on BetStars. He's 14-1, which is also plus 1,400. And at Caesars, he is also plus 1,400. So we did our diligence and value shopped and learned it's pretty even across the board. No matter where you go, take advantage of the deal that you want in terms of deposit bonuses or free bets, you're going to get the same price. Let me make my case for Sam Elliott. He is a 76-year-old actor that all of us recognize who has been in probably 200 movies. This is exactly who the Academy loves giving Oscars to. Look at Jack Palance winning for City Slickers or Alan Arkin winning for Little Miss Sunshine. It's a little morbid to admit, but at 76 years old, and it's his first Oscar nomination ever, people are kind of worried he might die before we can give him another one. This get 'em while we can attitude has resulted in a number of winners over the years, that if there is an upset to be had over Mahershala Ali, it's gonna be Sam Elliott. He's also the only person who has won an award besides Mahershala Ali this year. Granted, it was the National Board of Review, which was back at the beginning of awards season, but that still should give him a leg up on everyone else. Really, though, the safe money and the near lock is the Green Book Mahershala Ali performance, so let's do some line shopping on that before we wrap. Mahershala Ali's minus 1,000 at Caesars, he's minus 1,400 at BetStars, and he is minus 750 at FanDuel. There is definitely one place to get the best bet on this, so if you want to bet Mahershala Ali, FanDuel is where you want to head.